Peace, love, and black empowerment. You are tuned into the Mile High News Channel, Denver's first station for news and entertainment that is for us and by us. With your hosts, Noble Turner, Sharif Aline, Chairman Sekou, and Jesse Paris. Welcome. Peace, love, and black empowerment. Welcome back to Mile High News, family. We are quarantined. We are, Denver is under a lockdown, so I ain't got no corona, y'all. Denver is under lockdown, so we still doing it. They can't stop this truth, and they ain't gonna stop this truth. So we got our sisters here tonight in the sister circle. We have my beautiful wife. And we have our sister Mellie Queen, and we have Sister Barbara. They are all back, and we are back too. The Mile High Newsers are here, and I just want to touch on a couple of things going on with the land. We are really making progress, family, and I want to thank you again to all my donators and supporters. Like I said, fam, if you can donate money, donate your resources. If you know somebody who can dig us a fence, help us out with that. If you know somebody to hook up on the water well driller, hook us up with that. You know what I'm saying? We're not just simply dependent on money, you know what I'm saying? Because this venture is to generate money for our people. It's to generate, an economic standing for us. You know what I'm saying? So, just think about that, y'all. And, we'll always put our the youth Unity Community Youth Empowerment Retreat. We always put the information on there. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We talk a lot of shit on here, so we might not be on Facebook too much longer. So y'all need to make sure that y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, because if we're not on Facebook, we will be on YouTube. And I got some Instagram stuff and some other things coming on a little bit later. So, like I said, we have the sisters back. And my wife, Monique, our first sister, she's going to be speaking on keeping our eyes on the prize. And we are enough. So, Sister Monique.
Yes, thank you. And I want to say shout out to, Mile High News, my husband, Sekou, Brother Sharif, Brother Jesse, Sister Barbara, and Sister Mellie Queen, Brother Shabaka, even though he ain't on tonight. But yeah, I want to shout out to them. They're locked in. I'm locked in. Now, I do have a little mucus in my throat. I know that sounds gross. My bad. But so I don't have no coronavirus either. But yeah, I want to talk about us keeping our eyes on the prize, like with everything going on right now with the election. And I want to talk a little bit about, of course, the coronavirus, which I'm sure everybody is talking about right now. But right now, as far as us black people, we honestly do have to keep our eye on the prize. They're showing us, I'm not the only one saying it. There's a lot of people saying it right now. They're basically showing us and just waving it in our face that they have more than enough to give us reparations if they wanted to. They definitely have enough to give us a piece of land, money. Now, black people aren't asking for all of this stuff. I know they're saying trillions and billions, but as far as us black people, we want land and we want money. We can build our own schools. I'm not knocking the United Negro College or none of that stuff. All of that stuff is important. That's all a part of us. But the reason why they won't give us reparations is because they're scared that we will buy land and we will take the money and actually build businesses. Now, as far as even our hair, this awakening with our hair, I don't say woke because they've made a joke out of the word woke. I mean, you see a lot of mixed shows and all these new shows going on, and I'm woke. So I don't go by woke. But there is an awakening in the black community, and they're not scared of our hair. I mean, us wearing our hair natural, they're scared that our hair is antennas. It connects us to our creators. So that's what they fear when they're looking at us wanting to rock our natural hair. And not because I'm rocking my natural hair and not knocking weaves, I'm not getting into all of that. But my whole point is there is an awakening. We do have the Most High fighting for us right now. I don't know if a lot of y'all see it. I get it. I'm not going on a biblical tip. But we do have the Most High fighting for us. If you even look at what's going on with the coronavirus. Right now, they are saying that there's a lot of other people who are getting it. But now, do you see the numbers as far as the black people? I think they said today it was at like 34%, excuse me, of black people who have it. And there's like 54% or 50% around that of Caucasians who have it. Now, it started in China, but their number, and I don't know if that's worldwide or just here in Colorado, they were going by those numbers, but I think they said 4% or something like that. But the number was really low. And I don't know if you guys ever heard of Afro Synergy. Last night he was talking about how it kind of started here. And if you look at the numbers, they are going up as far as the United States versus worldwide. I think we're like number 3, the United States. So, I mean, look into, the Afro Synergy. But my whole point is we do have a higher power fighting for us. If you even looked at, I saw a special last night, it was on the NYPD, like how many people have called in. So they are still saying that there are black people getting it, because at first it started, well, there's older people getting it. Black people can't get it. I hate to throw that out there like that. But black people can't get it. Then they say younger people can't get it. And so every day you do see it definitely changing. We have to keep our eyes on the prize, because we are going into a whole, when we step out of this, black people are going to be going into a whole new world. I don't think it's going to ever be the same. And that's just my personal opinion after this. And so even though there is, if you think about it, a lot of businesses, they keep mentioning small businesses, but we have to, as black people, support black businesses. Because if you think about what these small businesses are going through, just think about how much harder it is for black businesses. So we have to, if we're going out, I know we're on a lockdown and we're not supposed to be out, but if you are going out, support a black business, because just imagine what they're going through as far as a black business. All this other, we're all in this together. That's what you keep hearing. Okay, I get it. We're all in this together. But at the end, we are still going to be, it's going to go back to just black and white. I'm sorry. I hate to say it like that, but it is going to definitely go back to just black and white, because that's what it's always been. If you look at even right now with this coronavirus, I just saw a black man get killed 2 days ago on YouTube. Not only that, I saw a black man get kicked in his back by a white officer who was holding his hands behind his head. He was surrendering and everything. I don't want to make this a black and white thing, but honestly, what's going on right now is we're being distracted. They're basically showing you they have more than enough money to support other causes. They didn't ask, let us, like they said, investigate it and all this. What they did was definitely tell us that they have more than enough money. So after all this is over with, they need to go back in their bag and they need to pull out our reparations. We still want our money.
Pull it out.
And honestly, okay, so a lot of people are saying we're not going to get reparations, and that may be true. But we're going to pay ourselves reparations is what we have to do. You know what scares them the most is black people got to keep running our race. We've been running this race, and there's been so many barriers and blocks and everything. And we just still keep running our race. And that's all we have to do. Our story's not written yet. So we're still writing our story, even if you look in the Revelations. We're not going to get biblical and go all into the Bible and everything. You have to believe some of the Bible, but then some of it is a lie. And if they wrote it, then that's why all this is happening. If they didn't write it and they were writing about what the Most High really is going to do, that means they knew something was coming and something was about to happen. And so either way, us as black people, like I say, we have to keep running our race, because at the end of the day, we are still going to have to live after this. You see, even with this money that they're talking about giving people, they're talking about giving this money to people who have been laid off. Me personally, I decided to take off because all of this was going on. But if you look around at how many people are actually working, and the people who are actually working, they look like you and me. They're the people that are keeping this going right now. And so those people aren't going to get that money. So they've already decided this group of people is getting this money, this people are not getting this money. And that's the way it's always been. And so I'm not telling you not to vote. But I'm telling you, as black people, we do have to hold our vote, because they've showed us that they have more than enough to give. Billions of dollars to the airlines? I mean, come on. What does the airlines? They have been making billions just this year alone. And if you count last year, all the money that they made, they should have more than enough to pay their people money and give them enough money to survive. And not only that, they're talking about big corporations too. They're not talking about, and then at first they were even talking about if you filed your tax. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't file my taxes yet, but that's besides the point. People who didn't file their taxes, if you haven't filed them yet, then you weren't going to get nothing anyway. And now that they've settled it, the people who are going to get some money are the people who have actually been laid off. And I see a lot of black people working because we live paycheck to paycheck. And so some of us are not going to be getting that money pretty much when it comes down to it. So in closing, I do want to say I love you, my people. I see my black people. I love you, my black men who are stepping up, taking care of their families. I love you, my black sisters. Everybody is not going to wake up or waking up. And some people are still going to want to live in this same system that they're saying, we're all together in this. But at the end of the day, I love you, my people. I do. And I see you. I see my people. And you keep doing what you're doing, and you keep running your race. And at the end of all of this, we are going to pull together. We're going to unite. We're going to hold hands. And you're going to take 4 or 5 of your family members, and you're going to put that $1,200 together if you get it. Or if not, whatever money that you get, put it together. And eventually we all going to connect and join hands. And we're going to build our own, because this right here is a reset. It's a new awakening. I don't mean to be spiritual, but I want to let y'all know I love y'all, and we're going to be okay. Keep running that race, and we're more than enough. And yeah, keep our eyes on the prize, because it is at the end of the day about us too.
That's right, definitely, fam. We gotta stick to what we're doing. We gotta stick to the plan. You know what I'm saying? And just like my wife was talking about the $1,200, if y'all would just all of us do half of that and just donate. You know what I'm saying? Donate to something like what I'm doing, or you know what I'm saying, create a pool of your own to get your own land. And I'm not saying that I have the only answer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is the only thing I'm doing. But you know what I'm saying? If you believe in what I'm talking about, if you guys ever looked on the Unity Community, our Facebook fundraiser, if you don't want to donate to me, start one yourself, fam, because we need our own. You know what I'm saying? And if this ain't showing y'all, then I don't know, then y'all might as well just, shuck and jive and just go on ahead and be with the, you know what I'm saying?
But because there are going to be some who want to and some who don't.
That's right.
Even all the way back to slavery.
Yeah, and even the ones that don't, so. I guess you'll figure it out later when the shit really goes down. So.
We'll be here either way.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely.
When you ready.
So next up, we have our sister Mellie Queen in Queen's Corner. Mellie Queen, she is a weekly correspondent, so she's going to be getting it in for y'all and let y'all know what's going on more about this coronavirus and how we need to stick together, because that's what's needed to be emphasized in this day and age now. So, Sister Mellie.
Thank you, Brother Noble. Come on in to Queen's Corner with General Mellie Queen. I'm broadcasting out of Tennessee. This is our new segment for Mile High News. First, I want to give shouts out to all black media platforms, including Mile High News and all the rest. Thank you all for doing the hard work that you do to bring us the truth. We love and appreciate you all for that. And we're going to talk about this pandemic for a minute because this is what is of concern to everybody right now. I want my family, my people to understand. Remain calm. Calm down. I know it's serious. Yes, it's nothing to be played with. But we got to remain focused and out of a panic mode. We are running on fear. Stop being afraid of something that you don't even know what it is. And now, I want to say condolences to all the black families that have lost lives during this time. We need to focus on us now, people. We have to. Now, here are some simple remedies for the virus. Drink hot teas, coffees, broths, soup. Drink plenty of warm water. Take your vitamins C, elderberry, ginger, black seed oil, turmeric, cayenne. Practice good hygiene. You should have been doing that in the first place. Exercise, get rest, and quarantine yourself from other people. Now, if you can't control it and your symptoms get worse, yes, you know you have to seek help. And we see the elections are canceled. A lot of things going on around the country. Shutdowns, lockdowns, stay-at-home orders, and different things. Yes, it's confusing and chaotic. But we got to keep our wits about us. Stop going out here spending up all your money, bankrupting yourselves. They took all these little frills and all that dumb shit y'all was spending money on. They took all that away from you. Why would you go back? Don't go back. We have enough of us that we should be critical thinkers and producers of our own. Whatever we need, we should be able to provide it for ourselves. We don't need anybody providing for us. Our enemy is not going to continue to feed us. This is an opportunity for our race. We need to focus on doing what we have to do to resurrect our people so that you can take back control of your lives and your destinies. Keep focused on the things that we need to have done that's going to make us a self-sufficient people. We are more than capable to protect ourselves. We need to educate our own children, support and patronize each other. Go back to nature as much as possible. Natural living, natural healing, natural eating. Grow your own foods in your house. It's easy. It's going to take work though. We got work we're going to have to put in. And it's time for us to do that, family. Stop playing the victims. Take back control and do what we need to do to save us. We are the only ones that can save us. We're opening up the Vanguard Online Academy. We want the parents to be involved with our children in daily instruction that is African-centered. We need to teach our own children. They've been kicked out of these schools. Don't send them back. Stop making excuses and do what you need to do. Because it's time out for the excuses, the foolishness. We need to be focused on what we need to do. Stay ready. Stay vigilant. Think, think, think. I love you all. Black power, all power to the people.
That's right, Sister Mellie, definitely. You know what I'm saying? We got to stick to it. We got to make sure we're safe. We got to make sure we're protecting our families. And we got to make sure that we're ready for anything that comes because, you know, this is not it. Just this little virus. And they're saying that next year during cold and flu season, it could come back. So we could be dealing with this same stuff next year. So let's get ready, fam. You know what I'm saying? We got to get ready. So next up, we got Sister Barbara. And she's going to be hollering at y'all. So, Sister Barbara.
Good evening. How are you today? I'm so happy that we're back again here with Mile High News. My thanks to my brothers, Brother Noble, Brother Sharif, Brother Jesse, Brother Elder Sekou, and I'm so happy to be back. I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for hitting that donate button, Cash App or PayPal or whatever else we got. Hey, we're bringing you the real news here at Mile High News, and it's important during these times that we hear different voices so we can make our own analysis of what's really going on in our own particular part of the country. So we're here in Denver, Colorado, and things are changing. For instance, the mayor instituted at 5 o'clock folks need to be inside, not out on the street. You know, those are essential jobs. Sharif, Brother Jesse, Brother Elder Sekou, and I'm so happy to be back. I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for hitting that donate button, Cash App or PayPal or whatever else we got. Hey, we're bringing you the real news here at Mile High News, and it's important during these times that we hear different voices so we can make our own analysis of what's really going on in our own particular part of the country. So we're here in Denver, Colorado, and things are changing. For instance, the mayor instituted at 5 o'clock folks need to be inside, not out on the street. You know, those are essential jobs. Yes, that's necessary. And we know who those folks are because there's a big list going around. But just folks work at the supermarket and folks at the gas station and folks who are the doctors and the nurses and all those folks are on the front line. So we want to give a shout out to the folks on the front line because without them, they get to hold it back. And we're grateful that we're getting some stuff that people say we have a shortage of. Because maybe some folks don't know any people. And some folks aren't able to get out, you know. One of my friends who's an elder, he went to a supply store where you buy janitorial stuff and found some TP. He found some toilet paper and gave me some. I mean, that toilet paper, to me, worth thousands of dollars, really. And all I could say was, thank you so much, thank you, God. And so it's the little things, and you know, maybe if you run to the store, ask somebody, is something I can get for you? It don't really, it might not seem necessary for everybody to go out, you know? Not everybody. So over here at certain senior citizen places, we working with the seniors to find out what they need. Because some can't get out. I know folks need some paper towels and some laundry detergent and any number of things, but there are people willing to help other people. I mean, some of us, like Marvin Gaye was singing his album, What's Going On, some of us are born with wealth beyond compare, you know. Some of us need to be knowing that there's room enough for us to care. We have to start caring about each other because it's important at this time. Yeah. Our elders are the most vulnerable. So I want to say, read or hear whatever you can about the COVID-19 and stay diligent because stuff is changing every day. I went to one store and you could only let 4 people come in at one time, you know. And I am so excited that, hey, all right. So we need to be like Marvin Gaye in his album called What's Going On, What's Happening. Some of us are born with money to spend. Some of us are born with wealth beyond compare. And some of us are born with a heart that's opening. And some people want to help the elders. I mean, there are people who are willing to help go to the store and get you some toilet paper and some paper towel. And somebody said they wanted some Viva. I like Viva too, because you get, you know, these 3 little rows. So you save paper towel. I love doing that stuff. I love doing it. So I always say be diligent. Be careful who you are around. Don't take no chances. right? So please look out for one another, be kind, be caring, speak your truth. That's all we got. And be grateful every day that you got to wake up today. Some people are leaving the planet. This is a pandemic. There's a lot of stuff going on. We need to be done.
That's right, Sister Barbara. Definitely, we gotta stay on it. We gotta love ourselves. We gotta be able to protect ourselves. Definitely. So next up, we got the Mile High Newsers. We got Brother Sharif, and he's going to be speaking on the Corona Madness. So, Brother Sharif.
Peace, family. This is Brother Sharif Alim reporting for Mile High News here in Denver, Colorado, man. Since yesterday at 5 p.m., they have enacted a stay-at-home act or order in the city of Denver, meaning that you cannot go out of your house unless you are going to the store, to the doctor, necessity type things. At first, they said the liquor stores and the weed shops was going to be closed. People overran the weed shops and liquor stores, so they changed the decree to put them as necessary out there. But one thing I want you to realize, family, that this is a reshuffling of the deck. This is New World Order in full effect and a mild form of martial law. The only thing that makes what's happening now different than martial law is that they do not have the military out in the street armed and telling you that if you come out your house, you could be shot. That's full-blown martial law. And it looks like that's the way this country is headed right now. But family, stay focused, stay on point, make sure you have your supplies up, make sure you have your ammunition, your guns are all oiled up and ready to go, because anything might break out here at any time. You see what I'm saying? At any time. You know, a lot of people believe that this coronavirus is man-made. If it is man-made or it isn't man-made, we know that it is being used as a biological weapon against the most vulnerable people on the planet Earth. And that's the elderly, and mainly they trying to use it on black folks, but it ain't really working too good. The majority of the people that's dying from this is elderly white folks in the United States and in Europe. So don't be fazed by this, family. And I've been out here on the streets, family, and you notice, man, Mexicans is out here, they ain't wearing no gloves and face mask and all of that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I asked the Mexican dude the other day, he said they eat green chilies and they eat jalapenos and they gonna be all right. So, we need to start incorporating, some of that spice in our diet, go back to the original, what grandma and grandpa and them was doing, and we will avoid this, family. Some of our people are going to die, man, out here with this coronavirus because they following every evil and rebellious devil, just like it say in the scripture. And a lot of, some of our people are going to die, not from the coronavirus, but from the byproducts of the coronavirus. Half of the families that's homeless out here in America are black people. Those are going to be the first people to get swept off the streets and put in internment camps. You dig what I'm saying? Those will be the first people swept off the street and put in internment camps because they are unhoused and they have no place to shelter to. So, be aware, man, that this is New World Order. This is a reshuffling of the deck. This is a remaking of society. And as far as cash goes, a lot of business ain't accepting cash right now, family. They only accepting digital forms of payment. So, if you got that $100,000 or whatever stacked under your bed, that paper money might not even be no good, because this dude wants to be able to track every penny that you spend. They want to microchip us. They want to know where we're at all time, and they're going to use this corona thing to implement that. That's all I got for you, family. Black power, peace, and love. I'm out. This is Brother Sharif from the Mile High News.
That's right, fam. So we got to stick to our own. That's why we keep on saying we got to stick to our own. We got to have our own so we can protect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If we had our own, we could definitely, you know what I'm saying, make sure that we, try to keep the coronavirus out. Like I showed y'all the video, if you're on the Unity community, there ain't no coronavirus out there. You know what I'm saying? So, I want y'all to think about that. So definitely, we're pushing that. So right on, Brother Sharif. Next up, we got Brother Jesse. He's going to be speaking on Tangibles 2020 because that is definitely something we need to stick on. And if you don't want to hear it, go ahead and tune out because we are trying to keep our people focused on what we need to do. So, Brother Jesse.
Thank you, Brother Noble. This is Brother Che, reporting from Denver, Colorado, for Mile High News. And I want to speak on Tangibles 2020 in Lalela, Africa. We are demanding our tangibles, family, in this new decade. Regardless of the coronavirus or any other distraction, we are focused on our tangibles. Tangibles are something real, substantive, measurable, attainable. Tangibles 2020 means as the 2020 presidential elections are coming up, and Biden, Bernie, and Trump are all vying for our vote, foundational black Americans are going to reject the 50-year-old malign neglect policy that has been implemented by the two-party political system, the Democrats and the Republicans. This malign neglect policy mandates that black Americans should be ignored and only mentioned in vague, non-specific terms, lumping foundational black Americans into groups with minorities, immigrants, people of color, etc., has only hindered the progress of black Americans as a group, while providing tangible benefits for other groups. In this election cycle, black Americans are going to insist, we're going to insist, family, our needs are specifically met by politicians who are seeking our vote. Foundational black Americans want tangible benefits specifically for us. We don't want trickle-down, secondary benefits that are provided for every group. Every group has not been systematically marginalized and disenfranchised in every area of society as foundational black Americans. So we refuse to be lumped in with these groups who often assist in the exploitation and disenfranchisement of black Americans. So politicians such as Biden, Bernie, Trump must offer tangibles specifically to foundational black Americans, or we simply will not vote for them. Be sure to spread this message far and wide on social media using the hashtag Tangibles2020. So family, it's 2020 and we're not letting up on our tangibles. We have brought the Democratic Party to its knees. They have left us with two choices, and honestly they're not choices. You choose one white supremacist over another white supremacist to go up against another white supremacist. At the end of the day, it's still maintaining the global system of racism and white supremacy. So voting for either one of these candidates is a no-win situation for us. We have no friends, no allies, just interests. And our interests are our tangibles. We are demanding our tangibles, and that can start with $100 trillion. That's for past, present, and future atrocities that have been brought against our people in this country. This country would not even exist if it was not for the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors who built over 80% of this country's infrastructure and facilities. So this place would not even exist if it was not for us. So these other groups need to hold their own nuts, family. We are done caping. The cape is off. Like this, the cape is off. We got to stop caping for these other groups, especially if it's not reciprocal, especially if it's not being repeated. You want us to cape for your issues, but yet when we're in our time of need, we get abandoned. So we are done with the malign neglect. You are not going to use us for our numerical value and then abandon us at our time of need. Those days are over. And all these other groups can hope they own us. Like I said, we are not caping for immigration. We're not caping for none of this shit. If you cannot get on board with these tangibles that we are specifically asking for, or demanding, because we're not asking, we're demanding our tangibles, then you can hold your own nuts, because we're not caping for you groups no more. You groups that have been detrimental to our progress in this country, we are not caping for y'all. The only reason why y'all even got involved in the civil rights movement is because you found some kind of benefit in it. But when we find a benefit in something, or we want to do something specifically for us, it's a problem. No, all you other groups can hold your own nuts. Y'all been piggybacking off of us since y'all got here, and enough is enough of this madness. So we are going into this new decade with the thought process and the mentality of hold your own nuts. If you are non-foundational Black American descendant of slavery, you can hold your own nuts. Stop asking us for stuff. Stop trying to coerce us that there's some kind of coalition or some kind of camaraderie. There is none. You guys are all benefiting off of us. So as long as that continues, y'all can hold your own nuts. And we say rest in power to our brother Layla Africa, the master teacher. We just lost him 2 days ago. So with that being said, family, we got to be very serious about our tangibles. We are not playing into this new decade. Whatever's going on, tangibles 2020. Stay focused, family. Peace.
All right. So last up, thank you, Brother Jesse. And definitely, man, tangibles 2020, something we got to stick to, and something we have to execute, fam. Let them know. And even if it don't happen this year, you let them know for next election coming up that we're not playing with our votes. You can't just come into the hood and shuck and jive and, expect all Black folks, they're going to vote for us anyway. No, not going to happen. At least not with me. So, definitely. Next up, we got our infamous Sekou in Sekou's Corner. Brother Sekou.
All right. Thank you, Brother Noble. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Outstanding reports, gentlemen. Outstanding reports, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, there's a couple of folks we want to mention. Denise Cole, old-time organizer for the NAACP here. She passed 90 years old. We're talking about the homeless brother that just died.
Dwayne Pryor.
Dwayne Pryor. Right?
Pride.
No, excuse me. Dwayne, his name, the brother that recently died from the streets, outstanding organizer and showing no trust in the humble servant of the people. Brother Pride, Dwayne Pride, right? Ain't that right? Yeah, Brother Pride. And then all our best wishes and happy health returns go out to all the folks that have been diagnosed with the virus. And shout out to Brother T. Had to suspend his campaign for running for the State House. So we want to thank you very much for that. And so now what we're talking about today is what needs to be done now. What needs to be done now? So there should be a cap on panic. Let's stop the fear about being concerned about things that we don't know nothing about. And so, excuse the interruption. So what do we need to do? First thing, relax. Everybody relax. And we're going to figure this thing out. And it's going to come from the bottom up. It's not going to come from the top down. It's going to be common sense. And to apply the common sense, do the common sense things. Like, don't be nasty. Not just now or ever in your life. You won't have to worry about having the habit of being clean, like washing your hands when you come out the bathroom, public or at home. But wash your hands on the regular. When you wake up in the morning, wash it. Before you go to the bathroom, and after you go to the bathroom, wash them again when you leave. Throw a little water in between your legs so you don't have scum, tracks. What they used to call them things? Racing tracks? skid marks, all of the above. And I know there's some other ones that, probably ain't appropriate because they might have children looking. And handle your business real. Eat properly. All right. Now is a great time to eat healthy. All right. It ain't going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. All right. So now it's about do or die. And you do the things that you decide is going to make you stay alive. Like I woke up this morning and decided, hey, I'm alive, so I'm going to do the best I can with this and make this the best day in my life. See? Because tomorrow ain't promised, not even the next few minutes. So, as we go through this thing, we got to start living lives without no fear. Take the risk, the calculated risk, the scientific risk. And the rest of it will be resolved and will be revealed of what else we got to do to make this thing work. So last but not least, 5Gs, all right? All of this is tied into, and there has been reports coming out that there's a connection with the virus and these 5G towers, which have been banned in San Francisco, and have been hundreds of thousands of people who are opposing them, pose, and the technology because it has not been tested on human beings. Now, look up 5G, look up it in relationship to this virus, and look at some of the data that's coming out on this thing because it's bigger than what we thought, and yet it can be done. We just got to think bigger than it. So let's get big, y'all. Don't be scared. Get big because we have absolutely nothing to lose, and we are just getting organized and returning this lemon into lemonade. Do y'all feel me? All right now, so here we go. 2 lemons, lemonade. Now for me, how sweet it is. Let's do life. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
All right. That's right, Brother Sekou. Definitely. We got to stick to it. So thank you guys for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Like we're on lockdown, so we won't be going too far. I'll still be going out to the land. I don't care. Yeah, I said it. I'm going. But yeah, man, just stick to it. And you guys make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure we're always accepting donations here at Mile High News, and that's at $sign Mile High News. We're on Cash App. Please donate to the Unity Community Fund, fam. We are really trying to make a change. We are really trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? As of right now on my computer, we got, posts, fence posts that we're looking at for, $3.98 a piece. So, you know what I'm saying? And we need 400 of them. So, you know what I'm saying? We're definitely working on that. And, we're going to do it, fam. Either or, we're going to do it. So, we love y'all. Make sure you tune in next week. I don't know if we're going to be able to do a live, but maybe we'll do the correspondence next week. But they're not going to stop this truth, fam. In Mile High News, we bring the truth. So we love y'all.
Ashe, keep your eyes on
Make sure that y'all stay safe and careful, fam. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. Definitely. So,
yeah.
Peace.